What's up, everybody? We are back to discuss TNA Impact. A lot going on today, this week, or whatever. It's Rebellion week, right? That's one. We have a show from last week. TNA has been posting non-stop numbers, which I did an article about with AI, but we kind of broke down the numbers in the middle of them dropping numbers.
Yeah.
Gary, you know what I mean? Sorry, I'm Jason here with Gary. If you don't know, the Horror King. Woo! And sorry, what did I just ask you?
Oh, just about the number thing going on. I know somebody had said something about
what are you hearing?
Jericho. Well, I don't know, just something about with Jericho kind of still being tied to AEW would have made a lot of sense if it would have been something to do with Jericho, but we all know that's not the case. So I don't know. Somebody said there's something to do with some upcoming dates for the rest of the year.
I
heard
that's what
about
that's exactly what AI shot out. So I put all the numbers into AI. I'm thinking oh my god, wait, I'm these fucking idiots. You can't make a thing like this during the world of AI. You know what I mean? AI is gonna figure that shit right out, and it did. But then they kept adding. You know what I mean? So I'm
yeah. but it did just break before we went live here. Live while recording, not live as in a live podcast, but it mentioned tomorrow at noon, I guess, on all social medias, or at least Twitter, they're going to tell us what all this means. So stay tuned for that.
Okay. Hang on, who is this? Oh, sorry. My bad, people. Just getting a call, and I thought it was going to break my recording. Okay. Gary, still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yep.
Okay. TKO, I believe, just told TNA that they have to stop working with Scott D'Amore. Now, no one's taking that take except for me. And AI agreed with my take, oh yeah, that's definitely possible. First off, think about this, TNA fans. Scott was fired. Nobody knows why, to this day. I think it was Giselle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was literally sleeping with Giselle.
And I do find this really ironic as well on top of all this, because who was it behind the scenes that told at TNA we had to stop working with Fourth Rope too, and we did. We dropped that cold turkey. No more.
Okay, but that might have been because, what the fuck is Fourth Rope?
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
But just so everybody understands, Scott's Maple Leaf Pro works with AEW. Very closely. They're partners. They just did Ring of Honor, Global Wars together. I don't know how to put this in a nice way. Maple Leaf Pro is now New Japan to Tony's fake Ring of Honor. Is that fair?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because isn't that who they did? Yeah. Wasn't Global Wars a huge fucking thing?
Yeah, I would have thought, yeah.
And it was Global Wars, meaning two different parts of the globe, which I guess still counts because this is Canada. You know what I mean? But it's a little weaker than what New Japan used to be. You know what I mean? New Japan used to be remember the word New Japan, NJPW? I swear they used to be threatening. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were.
Now it's nothing. Now it doesn't mean anything. I don't know.
No.
I don't know what their numbers are. I don't know how they're fucking making money right now. I don't know who the top guy is.
Yeah.
And I know one of their top guys is going to WWE soon, right? Tanahashi or whatever.
Yeah. Well, it seems like to me too. Well, I think they were never so popular until they were working with TNA either, because when Ring of Honor, and then when Ring of Honor folded, it became AEW's ROH.
And then Tony bought half of New Japan.
Yeah,
destroying what would have been his I really think that was a dumb. I really think it was a dumb move. Instead of leaving those people in New Japan, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And leaving another fucking giant promotion in the world, which there no longer is. You can all say whatever, throw whatever the fuck you want at me. I don't care. New Japan is not what it was. Just like GCW is nothing close to what it was.
And where's Noah?
All because again, Pro Wrestling Pro Wrestling Noah. Yeah. That used to be a thing people talked about. I swear I mentioned it recently, and someone looked at it and had two fucking heads. And I was like, Noah. Remember Eddie had the title there? I was like, Pro Wrestling Noah. Like, yeah, that was like
Marufuji wrestled there too, right?
Yep. And like it was kind of a big deal, like 2 years ago, whatever. Okay, sorry, probably missing on a few things here. That's on me, people. Gary, what the hell's the other big news? Okay, so just to be clear, Moose was pulled from Maple Leaf Pro. Other talents are probably going to be confirmed. Not one article. Meltzer's wrote about it. Meltzer's site, FOW WrestleView, which that's pretty funny. WrestleView. That's a pretty good name, bro. You could have looked a little harder for Wrestle Voice though, and you would have nailed it, douchebag. Sorry, I don't know that person. Also, Wrestle Purists. Okay, so it's been covered on at least three places. Not one of them mentioned Scott. How? How do you not mention the previous fucking president is working for the one? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I don't know.
And AI literally said like they wanted to keep that out of like. They didn't want to bring the like too much politics, or whatever. Like, dirt sheets want to avoid politics. You know what I mean? Like, no, that's their thing. Yeah. Like, I don't mean actual politics. You know what I mean? Like political, like not political, wrestling politics.
Yeah, I know what you meant. Yeah.
So, here's how I see it. TNA made a deal with Scott, right? They had their talent working at MLP. I can't remember. MPW.
Yeah, one of them, Rich Swan, was working like 3 or 4 different promotions.
Yeah, okay, see, that's... And then it's like, okay, but how can we give TNA... Like, who is it on? I don't know who it's on. At this point, I'm just thanking TKO Group. Because I guarantee they did this. Like, TKO would not have made that deal with Scott, you know what I mean? Or whatever. A talent sharing deal. So whatever. No one knows about it because, TNA is small and no one really... WWE has them under their fucking wing still. I don't know if people realize that. That's still a fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like, they're WWE's bitch until that deal is over.
Well, definitely, because, I mean, how many times has NXT Diva or whatever they're called over there, I've walked away with the TNA
Who is the Knockouts champion right now, Gary?
Yeah, exactly, Ariana.
Who was before her?
I'm blanking on her
Holy
name.
Shit, so am I. It's okay, it was Li Ying Li. I was going to say.
Yeah,
okay,
before her.
Yeah, no, before her. Okay, so Li Ying Li got like a shit nothing run.
Yeah.
And before her, it was Kalani from Jordan. Kalani Jordan.
Yeah, her. Yeah.
Fucking fantastic.
And I don't know why we didn't try to keep her around.
Because we can't. We have TNA has no power. TNA is Evolve for WWE.
That's fair.
Maybe less talent. And I hate fucking saying these things, but just look around.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
While this is happening, they still want to work with Scott.
That Evolve roster is pretty solid. I mean,
And look at I say ours. Look at TNA's roster. I can't even call it ours. Like, I'm not even. I'm so angry about everything with TNA, and then they need TKO to pull them away from Scott. Like,
I mean, if this tells you anything about that, our roster and all, like, wrestling centric they are. The dude Moses showed up on Explosion this week.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
I don't know. He just had a really, I don't know. He kind of reminded me of big Mims or whatever from NWA. I'm like, what are we doing here? This is like feels like a farm system, and this is supposed to be like
seriously. That's I think show? What they are. Yeah. I think that's what TNA is now.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck have they signed this year?
Yeah.
Anyone?
And then we
Bear Bronson, he's cool. Oh, sorry. Got some good news here. She's coming back tomorrow. Taryn Terrell. After 800 years.
Yeah. Oh, that's something.
Damn it. Worst timing ever from Robles, of course.
Jay's coughing up the lung in the back.
I know. Robles, I'm gonna... Oh, man. Bro! Okay, Gary, I guess we gotta somehow keep this going here.
Yeah.
Robles, bro, you gotta listen to this, dude. You gotta listen to what you're doing, man. I'm not going to be able to listen. Okay, where are we? See, now I can't ask his questions.
Kind of going with our talent not being what it was. And
yeah, the talent is shit. Finally, Eddie's going to win the title this weekend. Right? Right?
I wouldn't be surprised.
When Alicia finally turns.
Because I don't know, it just kind of makes the system look bad if Moose just mows down every member. You know what I mean?
And he did that already.
No, but I mean, with Eddie being left, I don't know, it just would be a bad way to. Because they've been booking Eddie like really strong because he has 2 victories now over the champion, Mike Santana.
I was saying, yeah, don't forget he's not facing Moose.
Yeah.
It's not Eddie Moose, so.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. And then ratings news is demo was 0.05 this week.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
You know, pretty cool there, but like.
The demo has not moved. It's been at the 0.5, which me and Gary, if you listen to people, we don't like ratings much, but we're very, what's the word, consistent. We always talk about the demo being the most important because that's what it is. It's a fucking fact.
And it did stay over 200,000 going head to head with AEW, which only beat TNA by like 100,000 or something.
Yeah.
Which is pretty, really solid considering.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay. And then someone's like, I feel like someone mentioned or someone reported like something here had to do with AEW taking tomorrow's spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Thursday night spot? Where the fuck did I get that from? Like, was that part of this story with this Scott thing?
I'm not sure. I don't. Kind of laid out a lot of news this week. Like, a lot of stuff broke kind of late. I don't know, anything that came out really wasn't really buzzworthy other than the numbers, cryptic stuff going on from TNA.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you meant, you mentioned the numbers, but it's like the numbers, they just keep coming. So, like, you can't really break it down, but you can. I mean, AI said it's a bunch of dates around Bound for Glory. It's leading up to Bound for Glory. And it's probably going to be the Bound for Glory announcement and maybe a Bound for Glory series.
And they mentioned something or hinted at it being a London tour as well, or some kind of a London thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's going to be a vote thing. I don't know. Maybe at some point when we get closer. I know one year they wanted us to vote on 2 or 3 different destinations. Remember?
And we chose America. Destination America.
Yeah.
No, sorry. What are you talking about?
Oh, I think we ended up going with New York City, but like there was a 2 or 3 options. I think it was last year, or the year before, where you could vote. I don't know if it was.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, okay, I remember that. What the hell? Who the hell's this online man? 96.
Oh.
They're going to make Indy Hartwell. I don't know how I missed this one. They're going to make Indy Hartwell the next champion, and Danny Luna will go to AEW without ever being champion. This was 2 weeks ago, before he left. Before she left.
Oh.
I missed that one. Because I think that online man also said, like, just nail something else. It was like 2 straight. I think it was also about her.
In case anybody's kind of lost what's going on, we're referring to a commenter.
Yeah, sorry. Good job, Gary. That online man, he totally nailed something similar. And then came back with a great joke this week. Well, not a joke, reality, but Tommy Dreamer seems to push the knockouts based on who gets him the hardest. Jesus. Maybe Tommy's not into Tessa. Is that all it is? Swack fan. Sacrifice had its moments, but it wasn't their best. Luna leaving is a huge loss. Yep. I don't hate on Ariana, but I would not have made her the champion. Yep. If putting the belt on NXT talent is part of the NXT deal, I would create a secondary TNA title. Ooh, that's a good idea. And again, wouldn't that make so much more sense? I say this all the time. God damn. Sorry. Swack fan goes on to say they got to put the belt on Tessa now. Somebody. Yeah, I know. I wish. I really wish. And I like it, and I like Ariana, but and he's right. We cannot keep losing talent like this. I know we don't bitch, but to those in charge to listen. Sometimes you have to. Yeah, man. It's the story of my life. You know how long? If you've been listening to this podcast, whatever, like, I try to make so much noise about certain things, and like, one thing I've given up on is Tessa, because that's like, she's clearly happy. You can just look at her YouTube. She makes YouTube videos for TNA while TNA treats her like shit. But
also from the Horror King this week, I'm going to give a big F you to Steph DeLander for liking that Danny Luna left TNA. So big F you, Steph DeLander for being
loser.
on the channel.
Total fucking loser. I forget why I didn't like her, but I had like a reason to not personally like. Oh, Cardona, because she's close with Cardona. Cardona is a Chase and Ranch dude, and whatever.
We're on the same page.
Eric Isaac, great video as usual. Sacrifice was decent. Wow, so Sacrifice just happened so we only have one video in between the specials. That just shows how fucked their scheduling is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Great video, as always. Sacrifice. I'm hoping Rebellion will be better. Totally agree. It'll be interesting if indeed Jeff... Yeah, that's a good question. Is Havoc actually back? Because it was Ash who put her out of her misery 2 years ago at Under Siege. Wow, do not remember that. Or does she get revenge on her, even though the newest Decay, Rosemary, Steve, Allie, and Havoc... Damn it. Oh, it means this is new. Okay. We'll be messing with Tessa's crew first before the Elegance brand. When we heard Mila's scream at the end of the Havoc segment at Sacrifice. Shit, I gotta watch that again.
Bit of a confusing thing going on this week for me. I don't know if it's a marketing thing or TNA's just like typical TNA, not very good at marketing, but I'm a bit baffled about what's the show? Rebellion. Is it on TNA Plus or is it on actual TNA Plus? You have to pay $39.99 because that's a big difference.
I don't know how that works, to be honest. I will never have TNA Plus because people like me should be given TNA Plus. It's just not being a dick. I mean, people like me and Gary, like, there are much smaller podcasts that don't have the fucking site attached that get all this shit for free. Anything on Fight, they all get it for free.
Well, Jay, my problem with it is it's just so hard in 2026 when you could, for a while, you could get all the pay-per-views on, was it WWE for $9.99 or
totally.
Not people to pay $39.99, and then when TNA's depleted roster,
depleted.
You know what I mean? It's hard sale for somebody to just shell out $40 for any wrestling show, pretty much.
Did you hear about the Punk thing? Like, well, it's probably at work that they're pretending as a shoot or whatever, but like, Punk mentioned like ticket sales being bad.
Oh yeah,
and WWE had WWE cut it from their thing. But I think it's
really?
But I think it's all to get. I don't know. I think it's all to get attention. You know what I mean?
It might be, yeah.
Like, even saying tickets are bad, like, it makes Punk sound like the guy who broke the fucking fourth wall. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And I'm like, oh my god, he said that. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And he said something about Ari Manuel. Do you know who that is?
Doesn't sound like a name that rings a bell.
It's like the head of TKO.
Oh, okay. All right, well, I'll take your word for it.
Ari Emanuel, executive chairperson of TKO. Okay, so I thought that meant like... Okay, so I guess he's the fucking head of TKO? Jesus. Okay, so he inadvertently entered the main event of WrestleMania. Okay, so he's the one, if you'll know this, he put he was just sitting around, he was like, you know what? WrestleMania needs Pat McAfee as a heel.
Okay, I did see something about McAfee. Was he trading?
Oh my god.
Like that?
Oh my god.
Yep. Is that what he was doing?
Oh my god. Pat McAfee came out as... I don't even... Like, you have to watch it. Like, you have to just watch it, everyone. If you care at all. You're probably not going to. You might just because of the awfulness of it. Like, this is like...
Well, kind of interesting because I have watched McAfee at those Saturday kickoff shows.
That's the thing. A lot of people like McAfee. Even wrestling fans. But they brought him out as, like, the Rock character from last year.
Oh, okay.
Remember how the Rock was pulling the strings last year?
Uh-huh.
This year it was Pat McAfee, who came out in the same shades as the Rock, like, and he gave this, like, he gave a promo about, like, he doesn't like watching short wrestlers, like,
Oh.
How does that fit Pat McAfee? He's like a 5'8" punter. Like it made no
I didn't know
sense.
how tall he was. I usually just see him behind the desk. I didn't know he was a smaller dude.
Like it doesn't even fit his wrestling character. Like he's never complained.
Yeah.
He's also Pat McAfee. He's a wrestler.
Oh,
He's a short wrestler himself that only does spots. Like that's he was complaining about. But then people were like, okay, but you have to understand, he was being the, what's his name? Like the heel. He was being like the heel podcast, over the top, knows it's wrong thing.
Are you kind of more like a less seasoned Shane McMahon, that kind of thing?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, no, so much worse. So much worse.
Yeah.
So much worse. Okay, what else did TNA announce? Something with iHeartRadio. Oh yeah, Rebellion Dream section.
Oh yeah.
Premium ring experience, all that stuff.
A commemorative ring chair.
Yeah.
As a Rebellion. I think it looks pretty cool, but
Okay,
how much?
Just noticed this and it made me smile.
Yeah.
For the first time I have ever seen, TNA announced tickets are on sale for a show, and Elena Black is one of the only 2 women on the photos.
Oh, okay.
Usually it's always the champions. So like Santana's always in front, Slater's in the middle, Ash is in back. She's not champion, but she's like the one female I'm sure they always use because of hotness and whatever, name recognition. Kazarian, who, I don't know. Get him off there. You're a jobber, bro. You just lost to the hometown man. What are you doing? Go back, hang out with AJ, learn something again. I don't know. Like, man, imagine that dude was close to. We thought he was going to wrestle AJ.
Yeah.
Imagine, and a few months later, he's losing to the hometown man. And is he now in a feud with the hometown man? I don't want to live in that world.
I guess Dave Meltzer's on Twitter said they are still doing the MJF versus Nick Nemeth match, but there are many behind the scenes attempting to get it blocked. So that's a little bit of a news break there. Even though it's
Dave Meltzer can go on fire, and I would just laugh my ass off. I mean, that's nothing. That is like oh man, I swear I get angry because this is called nothing news. Like it's an update about it's like Seinfeld. It's an update about nothing. Like, okay, everyone, breaking news. Gary is here. Back to the show. You know what I mean? Like it's not.
Yeah, but
like this might happen, or this might happen, and this might happen. Like, yeah, you can update everything, asshole. Like nothing he says is fucking factual. It's amazing. And who's it coming from? This is him doing quality control for Tony. Because Tony looks bad right now.
I guess it was tweeted from Russell Purist as well. So.
Yeah, Russell. And he will, again, if anyone cares, you want to notice like who's friends with who, how this actually works, watch who Dave replies to. Watch who he retweets. The same for Raj Giri. Like, they all have these patterns where they'll just like, I noticed it, and it's like, you can't not see it once you see it. Like, they all use each other. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like Raj and Dave fuck with each other all the time. They'll go back and forth all day. And then I'm sure they call each other at night, have a nice laugh. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because, like, if they hated each other, they would just one of them would block the other one. Like, you don't go, like, they go back about the same fucking things. Like, one's pro WWE, one's pro AEW. Or you could say Raj is more in the middle, whatever. I don't like him enough to care because I tagged him a few times, something he should have looked into, and he didn't. Because he is part of the, what's the word they always use about the media? What do they call, like, the media? Like, is it the broadcast media? Like, when they, like, someone sticks them all, like, in, like, a bubble or whatever to call them assholes?
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. I just
like
can't
the old school, whatever it is. Like, that's what Raj, Dave, they're all part of that shit. Like, I think when you get a wrestling website or something, you get sent a packet. And it's like, you can't talk about this, you can't talk about this, here's what we want you to talk about, you should push this, don't talk to these people, you know what I mean? Every motherfucker got one except me. That's how I feel. Like, I look around and I don't know how there's not more me people like me out there, like kind of anomalies that see this shit and like, wait a minute. Bailey's holding a Lodestone 2 today after Lodestone 1 was held 10 minutes away from Chase and Rance. Bailey had to delete tweets about her protege, the 18-year-old Izzy Marino, who the only person at the first Lodestone to get time with Cena. Okay?
Yeah, and what's that?
I wrote at the fucking time, right when I saw that photo, I said, you know what she's going to do with this? She's going to take it back to her pedophile trainer, Chase and Rance, who she started training with when she was 10 years old. And she did. She took it right back to him. Every day she tweets about Cena. Every day. Like, using the Cena cred. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so what's Cena going to do? Cena can't do shit. He knew what he was doing. Like, they let themselves be used. Like, it's Cena giving credibility to Chase and Rance using Izzy. And Bailey did the same thing. Bailey got too close to the fire, had to delete a tweet involved with that because whatever it is. Or they just didn't want her tweeting about Wrestling Atomic because it's so fucked up. Founded by a child pornographer. Currently owned by a church arsonist. 3 other registered sex offenders involved. Those are people who bang kids. Okay. Rebellion. Okay, wait. First, how was the show? Do we need to talk about anything major in this show? Oh, sorry.
This week's episode?
Was that when Taryn returned? No. Taryn's coming tomorrow.
Well, she's kind of showed up on the show already, but was there to mention, was mentioned briefly because of ODB, because she was kind of bringing in some of the former TNA.
Well, no, she was on what's his name, right? She was on the pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't remember if she was on this week's episode. I want to, maybe that's what I'm confused with, because it was like, we just did a pay-per-view the week before.
Yeah, that's fair. This happens all the time with us people. Nothing we can do.
Yeah, they're too close together. It's sort of, I don't know. For me, sometimes I'm like kind of not memorable about certain things that.
Wow, so the last thing we did was Sacrifice? Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because somebody said she was, I want to say, because she even said she was from Louisiana, because she even used some jargon like the Cajun.
She definitely came out during Sacrifice. I just don't know if she came during
whatever. I couldn't remember
hated the opening to this show. It's so fucking lazy. Santana goes in the ring. He fights with Edwards and
Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali.
And then they make a big 4-man match out of it again. Like, how many of these? Now it's order 4 in the system instead of just a system versus Trey and Moose and whoever. Now it's order 4 in the system, and it's like, oh god, they're just sticking shit together. It's so lazy. It makes me angry.
Well,
it's so AEW. You know what I mean?
And the thing is, Eddie and Mustafa don't trust each other's factions either, but yet they're still being paired together, which, if you weren't trusting of somebody, are you going to be...
No, makes no fucking sense.
What I mean?
So this was 15 minutes and 33 seconds.
Oh, okay. I don't have the time.
I feel like that was a bit long for an opening Impact show. Yeah. This is not fucking... If we wanted to watch AEW and see 18-minute matches all the time, we would do that. Similar to the Tessa match being 13 minutes.
And I'm really surprised that Daria didn't shut down the Santino Marella show and say, "What the hell are you doing booking more maybe we don't want, maybe even make a mockery of it. Say, we don't need another multi-man. You're falling in love with those or something, kind of like make a mockery of it a little bit or something." Yeah.
Again, I love the Righteous. I can't say enough about this goddamn team.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
Like, this wasn't the best thing backstage. It was a bit of a mess, but I don't know. I wish they would focus more on how. Okay, maybe it's not a thing, but they fucked with Matt twice, right?
Yeah,
They stole the man.
They stole him the first time, and then this time they beat him down and left him bloody.
They just robbed that human once.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know. I thought there'd be like an angle with that.
Don't treat this as an act of betrayal. They're simply and what they needed to see.
One thing I don't like about it is it feels a little brother love, like no matter
Yeah.
what, I love you, man. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Victoria Crawford's coming to the ring with Tessa, who gets cut off by the White Rabbit. One of my favorite things, even though it's confusing as fuck. What is this White Rabbit? Is it Rosemary using dark magic or something?
I don't know. I've heard different people say, but like nobody can agree who they think it is. It's like, you know, it's like it could be anybody at this point because it is the undead realm. I mean, maybe it's somebody that's never been in the undead realm before. Oh no, you know what I mean? Like you never know.
Yeah. Robles, I swear, we're not going to get to your goddamn questions, dude.
Maybe we can do a double questionnaire next week or something if we're running short on time or whatever.
I just wish.
Yeah.
Robles, if you're listening to this, I hope you'll understand how much time you're costing me. Okay, back again. Jody versus Tessa. Good Lord. Thank you. It's over.
Yeah. And then it was a first ever bunkhouse match in TNA history. Maybe, hopefully, the last, unless you have more suitable rivalries. Especially when it comes to the knockouts, because, like, I don't know. I just felt like they kind of shit all over the classic. I mean, it wasn't a bad match, but, like, the rivalry was just, like, so one-sided. I mean,
pointless.
Did she ever win a match out
No,
of the...
I think she might have won, like, a... Yeah, like, I think it was one like, fluke.
Multi-win kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this... Well, okay, we'll get to this ending after. But Tessa was then distracted by the White Rabbit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, wow. That's what the dude in the comments was talking about.
Oh, okay.
So he's saying they already got their group together. And they're fucking with Team Tessa right now, which I kind of didn't realize because I missed the Victoria part. Okay, AJ Francis versus the Hometown Man. AJ beats him in 3.5 minutes. Remember, this is the same one who beat Kazarian last week, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like AJ. I don't know if it's me or... Oh, I'm sorry. And then maybe the worst fucking reveal ever. It was me. You want to know who attacked Nick Nemeth? It was me. Like the crowd, nobody fucking cared.
Yeah, I definitely think that was the case.
What a terrible reveal.
Yeah, because like somebody said, you waited, 2 goddamn years or a goddamn year to break it out that it got nerves about Nick stealing the show.
So stupid. I don't get it. I think that's obviously them trying to just turn him face, I guess. You know what I mean?
Somebody
beating Nick Nemeth to turn face.
Well, somebody was saying, what if it would have been Ryan Nemeth?
That was me.
You know, maybe. Oh, was that you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know somebody else had said that too, I think.
Okay, what the hell was this? I was honestly confused. Zia Brookside is ready, and Li Ying Li comes in with a video from her dad wishing her luck. Did Li Ying Li have a video of Zia's dad? And why didn't Zia get the call herself? It wasn't Lee's dad, right?
No, the thing is, I'm kind of getting a vibe that she's going to turn on Li Ying Li at Rebellion.
I mean, that'd be interesting. Another 12-minute match. This was not very good. I don't know.
Last time it was as a heel, look what they did. They dropped that one cold turkey. Remember, they were having her be under Rosemary's tutelage. And,
yeah.
You know what I mean? It was a disaster. I don't know who the hell was writing that. Probably Tommy Dreamer, but I'm not sure.
Wait, this was the Knockouts title was the main event of the show?
Yeah, it was I think they said it was their first time. Well, I think it was Zia said it was the first time she's main evented in TNA.
Yeah, this also had the first ever bunkhouse match for knockouts.
Yeah.
You don't need to check every box, Carlos. Can we just have entertainment, please?
Yeah.
post-match, Santana. Oh, that was right. Santana broke up a beatdown.
Was all the things going on. It really wasn't a lot of the, because they really ain't wrestling heavy early.
Yeah.
But a lot of the progression of the storylines going. Maybe it won't be as good as tomorrow night's episode. I don't know, but I felt like the storylines progressed pretty good for a short build.
I feel like they did a good job building Rebellion. That's about it. That's my takeaway from these shows and the ending of this show. Tessa Blanchard. Tessa Blanchard is just in a house, turns around, and she sees James Mitchell. So for the first time ever, Tessa Blanchard has entered the realm.
Well, and speaking of that, if everybody out there tonight, leave it in the comments if you took off and didn't even stay around for that, because I know a number of people on different wrestling sites left right before the Tessa thing, so...
Yeah, I was like, oh my god. Because that's it's so not for her that I love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And how cool was it to see James Mitchell?
Oh, totally.
You know what I mean?
And just to be clear, he's TNA Satan, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just want to be sure about that. Because Rosemary calls him father and... Okay. Robles time. Will Taryn Terrell turn on ODB and Mickie James during their match? Damn, I like that one.
Wow. Taryn Terrell can turn it on and off and be in a heel or a face. I don't know if she will do it so soon, but I could definitely see maybe if she needs her to come to her aid, maybe she would turn.
I agree. Maybe not that soon because it's she just got there kind of thing.
Yeah, because I don't know. I definitely think she's very capable of playing a heel just as effectively as a face. So yeah, definitely, just not right away, like Jay said.
Okay, here's one that was totally for you. We were actually talking about this yesterday. He asked me, "What do you think the TNA Slammiversary event, the stage, will be styled like?" He said maybe the Undead Realm stage. I'm like, well, that would be fucking awesome, but that's Gary's thing. I don't do staging questions.
So he's kind of going all Billy Corgan. He thinks the setup's going to be something like a better version of Billy Corgan, Sam. Well, I think he called it Sarwan, but I think it's Sam Hain or whatever.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, they did something like...
I know what you're saying. I know what Sam Hain is. Vaguely.
Big animatronics and shit at the top of the ring.
I didn't look... I posted results or something for Sam Hain. That's all I know about Sam Hain. So,
yeah.
Who do you think will turn heel at Rebellion?
Especially, to get back to kind of finish up that question, I could see it too if it becomes a huge part of the Rebellion show. That could be a thing.
Yeah. Anyone turning heel at Rebellion? From Robles.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Zia Brookside is gonna turn on Lee Ainley.
Okay. I'm gonna take a wild one and say Bernie Kosar. He's one of those people I was like, I don't know, I kind of laughed oh, Bernie Kosar.
Pete he did on the City of Boston. Remember? And he goes, well, Bill Buckner taking that, and then Kane come down and choke slams.
Yeah, that's great, yeah. I love this. People have to understand, Bernie Kosar is a fucking huge Cleveland legend. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And this show's in Cleveland. That's smart.
Out of Jim Brown and LeBron James, probably the biggest sports star, and maybe I don't know a few Cleveland Indians from yesteryear. I don't know.
Do you count the Major League people from the movie Major League?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Ricky Vaughn.
There you go.
Okay, well, hang on, we'll get to this. We're going to run down the card quick.
Yeah.
Let me just get some more Robles questions. Okay, we keep saying this. We both want Hannafan gone. I think you do all. No, I'm sorry, not Hannafan. The other dude, Drama King.
Yes, Jay. Especially after this week, he took a dig at my Eagles. And
no.
You take a dig at my Eagles.
And one of the worst parts of, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know where my brain just went. He posted recently. He's open for bookings and he's wrestling again.
I think they've been looking for.
Isn't that good news? Don't you think that means like he's leaving?
Oh, I think so too, and I think we've been trying to find a replacement. I think that might be why Kazarian's popped in.
Robles keeps throwing Byron Saxton, who I thought was at WWE, but maybe not anymore.
I would take him over Ray Wall.
I swear, dude, whoever you name, I'm gonna say yes over Ray Wall.
Yeah.
And like, I liked him more. He was a fine wrestler. You know what I mean?
I would honestly, I wish they could throw some money at Ian Riccaboni and have him come over.
They can't. He's friggin' Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I know.
He's in Tony's. Okay, ready for this? Ring of Honor had a taping yesterday, or April 6th. 108 talents were used at one taping. 108 talents at one taping.
Oh, wow.
How many does TNA have? 30? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Over 100 different people were at one taping.
Wow.
Like, and none of those people are any of you going to see on television. You know what I mean? It's Honor Club bullshit.
Well, and then I heard too they were passing out pillows for such a long set of taping.
I was posting it. I had to take a break in the middle of posting. I'm talking copying and pasting matches.
Wow.
They did. It must have been like, and this is too straight. It looks like they taped 6 months of television. But also, I have no idea about Honor Club. Someone told me Honor Club is like 2 hours of Ring of Honor now this week, just at this time.
Oh.
I have no idea. Like, I don't know how anybody could know. Because who has Honor Club? Will there be any mass wrestlers at Rebellion?
Well, I'm sure Hometown Man, you can't count him.
Ooh, Gary kind of cheated there, but I'm gonna say,
outside of that, I don't think for some reason Tommy Dreamer's big on the luchadors. I just think he's not exhibition.
I wonder why. Take a look at him.
I'm gonna say I want masked wrestlers. I'd take Laredo Kid back.
Totally.
I'd take
totally. Oh no. I think he meant like more. I think he means more like people in masks showing up and doing something crazy.
Yeah.
Like how we've been begging for Honor No More forever. I'm not giving up on that especially as long as Matt Taven's out there, you know? I feel like he's the big top piece that TNA needs. Like, you don't really need, like, you have the Righteous, you know what I mean? Like, you need like 2 more people after that. I don't like the Good Brothers, but goddamn, pay them, you know?
Yeah, I was just seeing like some old video on YouTube of Silas Young. I was like, man,
goddamn.
Get wasted with him because it's like he is such a great heel. Like,
I don't remember he did Collision. He worked Collision.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Well, like good on them for pulling their head out of.
But no, that was like last year or.
Oh, last year I think.
Not a very recent one because I remember I saw it. We talked about it. We're like, oh my god, he's coming. We got him. He's coming. We got him. But no, it was like just a random fucking.
Yeah.
So I guess they looked at him and they're like, nah, no thanks. You're too interesting for us. Your character's too. You have a character. We don't do those anymore here. Unless you happen to bring one. Unless you happen to bring one with you like Tessa did. Sorry, really quick. Anything else? Anything else? Heel turns, new commentary team. Will Maria Kanellis final be in the video package? Again, I don't know more.
I don't know. I'm kind of baffled since they haven't brought her in yet, you know?
Like she's backstage. Like, we know this. Or she has been. Like,
at TNA?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I guess.
Or at least she was for Sacrifice.
Creative don't have anything for her creativity.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't.
How about this? You hand her the fucking knockouts or whatever.
Yeah.
Someone knows what the fuck they're doing.
Get rid of Candice Michelle.
Okay, this one is. This is the craziest question from Robles, but it's awesome. I kind of laughed at first. And then I was like, I would love to fucking see that. Eddie Edwards versus Daria Ray at Slammiversary.
Eddie Edwards?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing something from Daria.
Like she can wrestle. Remember Sonya Deville.
because I feel like we kind of just get her little bits and pieces, and like when
Yeah.
she's on TV, she's on point. And
Yeah, exactly. She's fantastic.
she's taking TNA serious,
Yeah.
which I wasn't expecting.
No, and like I feel like that it makes TNA come off as more. You know what I mean? I feel like that makes TNA come off as more serious.
You might be like the MVP as a heel for TNA this year.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Unless you count the Undead Realm, which is confusing.
You don't really call. At times you don't really think of her as a heel because a lot of the shit she says is spot on, and she's right. You can't have Santino booking to his liking.
Yeah, it's just weird. But then it's like they're friends again, and it's like they don't hate each other anymore. So that's just confusing.
Yeah.
Okay. Rebellion predictions. Let's do it. Elegance Brand versus Team Old School, I guess.
Okay.
Mickey, ODB, and Taryn.
Oh, is that who you're going with?
Well, no, I'm just mentioning it. The only thing missing so far, remember this. I think this is very important, everyone. This whole thing started when Taryn Terrell tweeted at Ash by Elegance. Do you remember that, Gary?
Oh.
It was something like trash by elegance, or like something like she's she's a disgrace. She should be holding a title. And I'm like, whoa! and then who jumped in? Brooke Adams, formerly Brooke Tessmacher.
Okay.
So she's the only missing link right now. Brooke Tessmacher, Brooke Adams.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking maybe she turns, and she's with the Elegance Brand.
Yeah, I mean, she could, she's got the body for it.
Exactly.
Really young. I mean, she'd fit into that.
She still looks, if you haven't seen her, she looks insane.
She's got to be as young as Ash, right? I mean, she's got to be like 40, right?
Yeah, whatever she is. She looks, 30.
Yeah.
She looks 30 and smoking fucking hot. Like, she doesn't age. Whatever. Okay, Moose Special Agent Zero. Wait, was that announced?
Oh, yeah, because of the events preceding.
Okay, I'm sorry. Is it Special Agent Zero or Agent Zero?
Well, I think originally they called it Special Agent Zero, but then it turned into... But
now it's a shorthand. Gotcha.
For the first thing, I think if there's some chicanery, I could see the Elegance Brand winning, but if it's straight up called, right down the middle, nothing happened, I could see ODB and Taryn winning that one. So.
Yeah. I think you got to give it to the. Well, no, I'm going with the Elegance Brand based on a very particular thing that Brooke Adams returns as a heel. So.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I can see either side, but I don't know. I just kind of feel like they're not going to drop the ball with Taryn and have, you know what I mean? Just because she's like.
But also, is she returning? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
How long is she returning? Same for Mickey.
We're on to the Moose and agents at your special agent, whatever it is.
If these older knockouts do return, maybe we just get rid of the dudes. You know what I mean? Make it a knockout show like we talked about like a year ago.
Well, they're not going to mix,
if they're going to keep losing knockouts all the time, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Okay, ready for this one? This one makes me angry. Trey Miguel against Mustafa Ali for the TNA International Championship. Now, if you look quickly, that could easily be the X Division. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those are X Division guys.
Yeah, I honestly thought that's where we'd see him get it on, actually, and that manly, man-on-man, non-gay way.
Yeah.
I figured we'd see them tying it up for the X Division anyway, and I guess it is what it is. It's international.
I mean, I do like that they're having the system go after like each title.
Yeah.
So Cedric is going against Leon for the X Division.
Cool because we don't know if all the heels are going to walk away with all the titles, where all the faces aren't going to have them anymore. So that's kind of.
I gotta say, it's happening. The system it's just set up like. So the system, so Cedric beats Leon somehow. Eddie wins. I'll put money on that one. Alicia has to finally turn. I'll even call what happens.
I think
the ref gets knocked out or something. System comes down. Moose comes out. Moose is outnumbered. Alicia grabs the kendo stick or whatever. This time uses it on Moose. Eddie wins the title.
Oh yeah,
something like that. So that's two, and then That's 2, and then the Hardys lose to the system. Then the system beat the Hardys due to the Righteous, right?
Yeah, and I'm just going to say that they've been kind of showcasing that's the path which Hardys are going to be facing the Righteous, and it's like, I think they've already been there, done that. And didn't they Righteous face them once already for the tag team titles, and they lost
I think
already?
So. Yeah.
You don't want to go down that route again.
No. So you have the system win, then you put the Hardys and the Righteous over in fucking Hardyville.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What the hell's what you're spouting.
Yeah. I forget the name because we're in another realm right now, but yes, I want to be in 2 different realms, the Hardy realm, the Undead realm. The Broken Universe. Ariana Grace, how is this even a match? Versus Li Yingli. What in the shit did Li Yingli do to get another title match?
I don't know. It's just like...
Didn't she lose a follow-up match?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's been like a revolving door. Like I just wish we could get it situated to where we actually could have a top 5 list of everybody that something that qualified, and they actually
like a power rankings.
Yeah, exactly.
I say it all the time. I used to make power rankings for TNA. It was possible. It used to actually make sense. There would be top 5 knockouts or close. There would be 5 tag teams or close. I think the knockouts tag just killed them so bad. And it always should have been the commenter, I have to pull it up now, a mid-card. A goddamn female mid-card. Nobody was talking about this. Then WWE did it, I think, in AEW. But TNA should have been the ones who did it first. But no, all the fans, they had to listen to the fans who said, bring back the tag. Even though we have fucking 2 tag teams tops at all times.
Or why not do like we do with the men instead of having a knockouts tag team championship? Why can't we make almost like a women's X division, kind of like an intercontinental for the women?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
option.
Yeah, that's pretty much what me and that dude were saying. Yeah. But then, they can't keep the knockouts tag titles. They don't work. Are they even on this show?
They are, but they don't really treat them as such.
I'm saying, are they on? I'm saying, are they on Rebellion?
I don't even know. I don't even know if it's fully the card.
Who are the knockouts tag champions right now? Holy shit! That's how bad.
I'm blanking on them right now.
Wow. But is it the Elegance brand?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're in the multi-max.
Yeah, but I mean, it kind of feels like that the knockouts title has been vacated, almost like privately vacated, because it's hard to remember because it's like they had just gotten them from the Inspiration, and it's like it feels like week in week out they don't defend them, and they're you're supposed to every 30.
I could say the same thing for pretty much every goddamn thing except for the Hardys who defend on shows.
Yeah.
How about Santana defends on a show? How about Trey defends on a show? How about Slater defend? How about a regular fucking X Division match?
Oh yeah.
And then Kazarian versus Elijah. He's gonna lose again, isn't he?
Oh, Kazarian.
What are they doing at Kazarian? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why. The difference in style of wrestling. Kazarian. Should go over here, but I don't know. TNA.
He just lost to the hometown man, and they love Elijah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They love characters currently because.
And I'm not hating on Elijah at all. I love characters.
No,
he's a character, so.
He's a great dude.
I just love Kazarian. I just feel like Kazarian's getting the total shit end of everything.
Well, and then he's on the back end of his career too. You know what I mean?
He's still entertaining.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You'd think they would try to
use
make him a threat.
Use it before you lose it.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yep.
I think that's it, right? Hang on, AJ versus Nemeth. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm not really. I don't know. I mean,
can I say pass? I'll go with Nemeth. Yeah. I'll go with Nemeth because he got Bernie in his corner. But now what? But now he's a face because he got attacked?
Yeah.
Is that how you make faces now?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel. I hope. At least he can Nemeth can draw a decent enough match out of a Francis, because sometimes he has surprised me.
Yeah, no, AJ, he does have good matches. Okay, sorry. This will probably be a very good match. Because Nick Nemeth always has, I don't like to get human. He always has good matches. It's great. I mean, I really think WWE, he was stuck in a breed because he was such a good wrestler, and it was we can put him in any fucking spot.
HBK, so I mean, did he ever really have a bad match? You know what I mean?
I mean, similar in terms of matches, but never had the personality, sadly. Or not,
definitely
not sadly, because I don't give a fuck. Slater versus Cedric. What do you think?
Who'd you say the first one?
Slater Cedric.
Oh, okay. It sounded similar. That's why I didn't. Slater. I have to say they're going to put Slater over here because he's trying to. I think he just passed Moose for the longest reigning.
I was going to say, this kid hasn't lost in a while. He never loses.
Ex-champion. He's been on.
But I do like the system winning all the titles thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's tough. That's the bad.
Then you can have them reopen the show hey, it's the system 2.0. Let's forget about that old when Moose beat the shit out of us. Let's just fast forward.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they could go that route, have everybody win, but maybe one or something, and then they could call it ass out. Do we drop you now or what? Are you failed us or you embarrassed us or I don't know. Maybe you never worked well in the team. I don't know. Maybe they'll I don't know.
Yeah.
You never know. TNA creative, they'll kind of throw you a curve every so often. So.
I have this gif of Mike Tenay and goddamn, rest in peace. Don West.
Yeah.
And it's on the bottom of most of my TNA pages, and it's I forget what it's from. It's okay. Tenay is literally he could not be more excited. He's high-fiving Don West, who's standing up next to him. It's a very old Impact, you know what I mean? But just seeing how excited Don West is, it makes me so mad about the Drama King, because that's his job.
Because somebody was pointing out today, back in 2012, 2013, how awesome looking the Impact Zone looked with the production.
Well, that's another thing. We got this fucking. Yeah. Where is the money? Why does the show look the same?
Well, and in a lot of cases, worse because it's
or worse.
Does, you know what I mean? They don't have they have the runway LED, but where are those side things they used to have?
At one time, they barely had any room outside the ring. They had to tiptoe around the fucking house.
Yeah, that was bad.
I don't know. They still just get a lot wrong, and I'm seriously angry because I didn't realize they were allowing their talent to work with Scott. What does that even mean? Think about it as long-term TNA fans.
They say we're the number 3 and arguably the number 2 promotion domestically, right?
Sorry, who's that?
TNA.
Are we putting ourselves ahead of? Are we putting them ahead of AEW?
I don't know. That's what some arguments will say because they have that global reach and stuff.
Yeah. We're talking about global. Yeah, I can't get into that because I'm an American idiot. But TNA is kind of all over the world, and I think they're in more countries than AEW.
Yeah, and the thing is, my thing is with it, Jay, it's with them being like that, do we really need to dirty our hands with an MLP promotion or Major League Pajamas? You know what I mean? I kind of feel like TNA should be thinking bigger.
Yeah, but, I hate to say it, but that's Canada, and he's got a TV show now on Canadian TV. So I don't know how.
I don't know. I think it's a bad look. Is all. I don't know.
I agree, especially if you see, especially if you read it from Wrestle Voice, where there's a photo of Scott in pajamas with his whole crew that I have to stick on all of those, like every other fucking reporter should, because you can't sleep with your own talent. That's not from me. That's from Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace said that while she was watching Scott sleep with talent.
And best friends with Giselle Shaw at the time, the same time.
Yeah.
And
one of the women who made a filthy video with Chase and Rance. It's almost amazing. And just going back to that, Amber Nova is his girlfriend. That's who probably helped him get the iHeart deal. So it's like, ugh.
I tried to leave a comment today to show on Instagram. So Instagram didn't like what I had to say, so I guess they're going all woke. Yeah. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know. I wasn't leaving a nice of a comment.
Maybe it was Instagram. I was on an app like that. Did it say something like, "Are you sure you want to send this?"
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, like you cannot send this or something. It's like I wasn't even swearing. I didn't.
Kind of like you can hit send and probably get destroyed by most of the internet. I got the same fucking thing.
Oh, okay. Well, that must be a thing going around.
Yeah.
I don't know if it should.
I was like, fuck. I was like, fuck you. Submit. It's more like be careful. You can get thrown off or something like this. You know what I mean? Like
I tried it like 3 or 4 times, and I was like, hell with it. I'm not leaving enough out. Just go. I'm not gonna lie. I like fucking with Giselle. I don't know. I just never been a fan. I don't know.
What do you do on days off when you slept your way to the middle? Like you don't have to train. You know what I mean?
That picture at the holidays, just that to me, just I don't know. That just totally set me off. And then
you know what killed me most on Josh.
Yeah,
I can't take Josh seriously.
Oh yeah, that's fair. And then to include your son in that picture as well. Remember, you're just like sitting on Scott's like leg or knee or whatever.
Yeah, with Giselle's like arm around whatever. Like you want to talk about and like probably the whole podcast for that. But like kids, that's confusing as fuck for humans, adults.
Yeah.
Go back to Lady Frost, who felt junked during a fucking match and ran from TNA. Nobody told that story either, though, because TNA pays these people or whatever. Like I don't know how it works, to be honest.
No, they kind of turned the narrative to something about them not paying for her injuries.
It's so wild. Like it's all about protecting promotions when it comes to writers, which is
She was a free agent. She probably had an opportunity to go back to TNA, but she ended up going to MLW. So, might be very, very telling in itself.
Isn't she also NWA? Sorry, she, he. I don't know. What are we supposed to call a transgender? That's, you know what I mean? Didn't they make the fucking pronouns?
Yeah.
It's so confusing. FU generation. I think we're done. Other than, you got anything else?
Not really. I keep blanking on something I was gonna say, but I can't remember now.
Okay, hang on. This might be fun. Ready? I'm just gonna fly through. See if we see any cool. Okay, ready? The Colognes, Ring of Honor now. Thank you for that one, guys. Thank you for that one.
Yeah, you saved it on a fast forward.
Huge. Ready? The Don Callis family. Rocky Romero, Trent Beretta, Mark Davis defeat TMDK. That was a pretty good... People cared about TMDK at one point. Now they're buried in the Ring of Honor. Leo Rush defeats Alan Angels. They got Alan Angels over there.
Again. Even though I thought he said he signed with TNA. What the hell?
The Inspiration defeat Becca and Maddie Max. Goddamn, they got Maddie Max. That's my girl. That's Madison Maxwell. Going to be a star. Okay. Billy Gunn, Brady Booker, and Elijah Drago defeat Puma Johnson, Xander Maddox, and Baby Keith. What the Big Bill and Brian Keith. Big Bill is,
Yeah.
Defeat Nick Halen and Vin Parker. So they're just making up wrestlers at this point.
I never even heard of
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, then they have Maya World, Robin Renegade. Renegade's pretty good. She's done some TNA stuff. Yeah. Trisha Dora defeats High-End, awesome, absolutely buried in Ring of Honor. Billy Starks, buried in Ring of Honor. Lacey Lane, that's another former NXT girl. Isla Dawn. Christy Ann, Frankie B. Those two are really hot.
Where's Richard Holiday go?
Konosuke. He's one of the top fucking guys, beating Matt Menard. The Lethal Twist. Blake Christian, Jay Lethal, and Lee Johnson defeat Aaron Slolo, Nick Camarado, and QT Marshall. Eddie Kingston and Ortiz are on the show all the time. Christopher Daniels is a manager.
Oh, wow.
Josh Woods, he was pretty good with him. Ring of Honor, dude. Ace Austin got a win. Huge win on Ring of Honor. Jesus. Yeah. And, okay, ready for this one? The final match of the night. Desmond Xavier, Myron Reed, and Zachary Wentz defeated Johnny TV, Mansoor, and Mason Madden. Johnny TV could be like a fucking world champion somewhere.
They literally put the Rascals on.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God. You should be having them like rival with the
Young Bucks. I know they did for a week or two, and then they lost the match, and that's it. You know how it goes. That's how it goes. If you can't beat the Young Bucks in your first match, you're buried.
Yeah.
It's so fucking stupid. It is.
And then Josh Alexander got hurt over there, and he's like washed for quite a while.
Yeah, he fucked up his. I forget what it was. Him, Chelsea, and Jordan Grace. I'm not kidding. 3 of the most hated wrestlers in terms of humans.
Yeah.
And they're all injured, so that's kind of funny. Any new horror videos out there?
I did. I was a little slow. I just dropped one last night or yesterday. It was a pretty good sized movie haul at about 22 horror titles I got off eBay.
I just found a good question. I just found a good question we can leave everyone with, even though I guess they can Google it. Yeah. Who is the longest reigning Knockouts Tag Champions of all time? Would you like to take a swing first?
Longest reigning tag champion, Knockouts champions. I would have to say the Beautiful People.
Not even close. And we're going to end it there. Leave it in the comments. Don't cheat. Try to guess right. And we'll be back after Rebellion, which I hope is awesome. And that's it.